Hi, it's Russell with Community Financials. And today we're talking with Gaye Hawkins, the president of Vista de Victoria in Riverside, California. So, hello, Gaye.
Good morning, Russell.
Thank you for joining me today to discuss your experience with Community Financials. And my first question is, how long have you been on the board?
I think about 10 years.
All right, awesome. Is your community a condo or an HOA, and how many homes are there?
It's an HOA. There are 8 homes.
So, before working with Community Financials, how did your community operate previously?
Our community is, I think, 22 years old. And before Community Financials, we've had 3 property managers. The first one was about 6 years. The next one was 5 or 6. The next one was 3. And those were full management companies.
And what were the main problems you encountered which led you to look for another solution?
We'll go back to the first one. The board at that time found a lot of inconsistencies in their record keeping, and they actually took them to small claims court and won. So consequently, we were finished with them. The second one, the board really went with them because they gave them such a cheap rate. It was like $150 monthly, which I don't even know how they made any profit doing that. But consequently, we were, as I call it, getting what we paid for, which was not great communication, not much help when we needed it. The third one, their charges were just, we just couldn't do it. I mean, they charged us for every little thing, and we were spending too much money really for what we needed.
Mhm.
So that's when we went into a conversation with you.
Right. So during those times when you were going through those different management solutions, did it have an impact on your personal life?
Well, anytime you're frustrated, it has an impact on your personal life. I was pretty frustrated. I became president in the middle of that second one, which was the poor communication. But part of our problem, we had no rules and regulations or architectural guidelines. Our only governing document was just the boilerplate CC&Rs that the developer handed over to us. And the first board said, oh, well, everybody has great taste. We don't need any rules and regulations. And about 10 years in, we had a problem. So I took on the responsibility of guiding the homeowners through establishing rules and regulations and architectural guidelines. And I got no help from the property manager, who should have been the professional to help us with that. So that was a long, arduous process. So once we got things in order, really all we needed was help with our financial. We considered self-managing completely, but we decided that the board did not want to take the liability for doing that on our own. So much less frustration in the last couple of years.
Right. I'm glad to hear that. So you're self-managing with our support is the solution that your community chose.
Yes, and I think you gave us more than one option, more than one level of management, and I think we chose the lowest one, and that's been more than satisfactory.
If any of these sound familiar, that is a good sign. It is worth having a conversation. Most boards that reach out to us tell me afterward that they wish they had done it sooner. The hardest part is usually just deciding to look into it. You can start at communityfinancials.com, our website. There's a scorecard where you can see how your current setup stacks up and a cost calculator that shows what your community's accounting is actually costing you right now. If you want to talk through what a transition would look like for your community specifically, we're glad to have that conversation.